Right, hello, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having an amazing day, and in today's video, I'm going to be helping you on how to get money as quick as possible. Now, there is quite a few ways to get money in this game. For example, you could literally go into one of the summon stations. These give you money. The higher the difficulty, the more money you get. Or you could literally just complete quests. You also get quite a bit of money from these. But in my eyes, that is not the best way. Ladies and gentlemen, the proper best way is to do infinite mode, so the endless mode. Now what you want to do is literally either of these. I usually do summon station 1, and in doing so, not only are you getting money, you're also getting crafting items, you're also getting lucky spins, you're getting normal spins, you're getting the whole shebang basically. And not only that, you're also going to be completing a few of these quests. For example, killing enemies, you're going to be able to progress this a lot quicker. You're going to be able to do this one, earn 25k cash, kill 250 enemies, earn 75k cash. It's basically the best way to get money. So, with that being said, we're just going to get into the game for ourselves and just prove that it is the best way. Now, in terms of survivability, if you are going for that, it literally doesn't really matter. As long as you're trying to get as far as possible and technically as quick as possible, you're going to be earning the bread no matter what, okay? Now, the best weapons in the game currently for this is the Yorichi weapon, also known as the Feared Slayer Katana, but if you don't have it, such as myself, the Shadow weapon will do, the Chainsaw weapon will do, the King of Curses, or the Umbrella or the One-Eyed Reaper weapon will do. But if you're trying to clear it quick, then I highly recommend using either the Yorichi weapon or the Sid weapon, the Shadow weapon. But it's literally up to you how you do it, as long as you're, trying to survive for as long as possible. Now, in terms of cosmetics, obviously the God Suit is meta, but again, I don't have that because I'm too lazy, to be completely honest. But you can equip weapons as long as it's increasing your skill damage, maybe your health a tiny bit, and maybe even your M1 damage, for example. It literally doesn't matter, okay? So, with that being said, we're going to get into a game, clear it, get as far as we can, and just show how much money we get by the end of it. Now, when it does come to Endless, you may be wondering, modifiers or no modifiers? I highly recommend putting on modifiers, because there is a certain modifier where you get more gold per round, and if you get that, then you're going to be getting even more bread. So I highly recommend putting on more modifiers. Okay, it will help. Now, in my eyes, Summon Gate is way easier to do than Summon Station 1, so if you are struggling with Summon Station 1, highly recommend doing Summon Gate. But I'm going to be doing Summon Gate because I need some goblin pieces, but either one works because they both have a more gold modifier. Now, we're in the game, okay, and we want to just start decking them, basically. Simple as that, bro. The reason I also say that this mode is way easier is because when you're doing Summon Station 1 Endless, you gotta go against the spiders, you gotta go against those ranged orcs, which, in my eyes are way more annoying than the wizards that come in this map. Ooh, I forgot about that. Spiders are really, really annoying to go against, so I do highly recommend Summon Gate. But if you need the craftables, just do Summon Station 1. Another thing with Summon Gate, though, is this is a tiny bit better because if you get the Golem's Heart like I did, you can sell it for 10,000 coins, which is also another W. So if you're willing to sell them and you've got everything that's worth crafting, then I highly recommend doing that as well. So technically this is the best way of earning money as quick as possible, seeing as that you can sell the Golem's Heart. It's literally luck based if you get the modifiers for more gold. Right now we have the more loot modifier, so hopefully we do get the more gold modifier soon, because it would be quite handy with getting the cash needed for the quests and also get as much money as possible. Now, right now we have gravity shift. Okay, so we didn't get the more loot. But yeah, these wizards here, those ones that just vanished, these ones are way easier to fight against than the ranged orcs. In my eyes, I don't know what it is. I get hit way more from the ranged orcs than the mages in this map, at least, which is why I prefer doing this. It feels a little bit more casual, less stressful. Like I tried soloing to wave 50 for the quest for the Yorichi blade, and definitely didn't do it on my first try, that's for sure, because of the spiders. Absolutely cooked me the first time round. We're on wave 8. We've earned 3,000 gold already. If we're including the 2 golem hearts, then we've earned 23,000 coins already, which is actually a massive W. But here we are, wave 9. Okay, we're gonna go for health, just so we have a bit more survivability, so we can last longer. But it seems like we're getting more loot again. which I mean is good for craftables and stuff. And if we get another golem's heart, which we technically already have, actually, I've just realized, then that will help us get more coins. But I know a lot of you probably won't sell them because, you know, you might either save them for future cosmetics or you need them for the already existing ones. But if you have like loads of them, I recommend at least selling half of them because you won't need loads for cosmetics in the future. And again, you can always get them again. It's not that hard getting them in Endless, so there's always that as well. And here's the Golem. This guy is way easier to kill than the spiders. Prove me wrong. These ones are way more easy to dodge their attacks in my eyes. Like, look. Go here. He smashes. Go here. Smashes. Okay, he does that, but we do that. It's fine. Ha. But yeah, no, golems in my eyes are way easier to go against compared to the spiders. Spiders can grab you, and if there's 3 of them, like this happened to me. I don't know if I have the clip. If I have the clip, I'll show it. But they grabbed me again, and I died. I got that cooked. Okay, so later stages for the summon station 1 is not exactly the best of ideas in my eyes. But we're killing a lot of enemies as well, so we're gonna get a bit of cash from the quests as well. Now the enemies will have more health, get a little bit more beefier, do more damage, so we gotta be a bit more careful in the later stages, which is why we would love our skill cooldowns to go down so much. But we also want to worry about our damage as well, because if we don't get a few stats on our damage, then we're not going to be doing much damage on them. We're going to have to rely heavily on the abilities to do even a fraction of damage. But we got gravity shift again. So my RNG this time around is cooked, but even if you don't get the money multiply, basically, you're still going to get loads of coins from this. Like, we've got 7 golem hearts and 6,000 coins. We've already got 76,000 coins. So, and we've only done 12 waves. So, it's kind of busted, okay? Even if you don't get the more gold modifier. So, I wouldn't worry too much if you don't get it. It is RNG, but if you do get it, it's lovely to get because you're getting even more cash quicker. But if you don't get it, it's still the quickest way because look how many golem hearts we got, man. So more loot and more money are the 2 modifiers that you want the most because if you get more loot, then you're going to get the golem hearts way more, which means you're going to get 10,000 coins every time you get the golem heart. So it's a W in that sense. We've also got a few gear spins and weapon spins as well as some runes, which is also a W, so we can also reroll for Unleashed and get some mythic weapons if we're missing some, so that's a W. Now you can tell again a tiny bit more beefy now. Like this guy takes a little bit more hits to kill. So while we're doing this, I may as well ask, how are you guys actually feeling about Anime Final Quest? Because this game is actually popping right now, and with recent games, Hunty Zombies kind of taking a fall for the better, I guess, with its current state. This game's kind of, you know, popping. Now, obviously, there's not much content, so there's not as many players as it should have in my eyes. But when this game gets more content, it's going to be popping. So I was wondering what you guys think of this game. How are you finding the weapons? In my eyes, I'm really enjoying the weapons. I love the time and effort, and it's really unique, some of the abilities that are in this game. You know, it's a breath of fresh air, this game, in my eyes. It takes an already existing format and puts a nice twist on it with the weapons. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the future of this game. It's definitely going to be one to look out for. And if you guys want me to cover more stuff in this game, like maybe make a beginner's guide or something, then let me know down in the comments. I'll be happy to do that. I'm down to do something like that if people want me to. Oh, we're cooked here. Right, we're on wave 54 now, and I haven't died yet, but I've been getting closer and closer to my eternal death. So I've got to be a little bit more careful here. Right, I think I've spoken enough. I'm going to cut to when I've fully died and see how much I've actually earned from however long I played. What the hell happened there? Well, that's all I have wrote. Wave 60, I'll take it. I definitely didn't get bored and die intentionally there, okay? Took us 46 minutes, 60 waves completed. Now, it seems like it was a visual bug and it was all a lie all along, but I mean, we can still exchange for over 200,000. I mean, that isn't as good as what we initially thought, I guess. But we got loads of coins, and that is the fastest way to get coins. Although that visual bug did completely cook me, but if we go here, we killed all those enemies, we can claim that. We can claim this. We can claim that. We can claim this. We've claimed so much. And then in 6 hours, we can do it all again. Happy days. So, with that being said, if this video did help you, I'm sorry that that visual bug lied to us all. I will let you guys know in the video while I'm editing it at least. But that's going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy and it did help you, consider liking. And if you're new here, maybe consider subscribing and hitting that big red button. You know how it is. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace!